We are going live. There we go. We're live and live. Hello, YouTube. Everybody coming in here and all nice and good. How y'all doing today? Master Blaster, it's good to see you on Sal's stream. There is America. How you doing there, America? Looky there. There's Mr. Our next president. Oh, Lord. Oh, that's too much right there, Nickel.
Yeah, she has a little too much. I'll tell you that for sure.
Boy, hey, Silver Shelby, how you doing? Barbara, how you doing? Good seeing you. Red Light, how y'all doing? Good to see you. Well, you know what? Somebody tried to give you the boot. Barbara got close. Are you there, Nickel?
I got in here before all the sharks did. I'll tell you that. You know, it's Shark Week next weekend on television.
I don't know. I hardly ever get a chance. Hey, Sterling, good to see you. Shelby Stacker, good to see you. Yeah, you missed him today, Barbara. He was he got in here early. So he missed that. I really don't know about Shark Week, but Barbara's running for president. Oh, looky there. Barbara is going to be running there, Nichols. You going to vote for Barbara?
Well, it can't be worse than what we got now. That's all I know.
Oh, Lord. Hey, Dean, back from the microphone. There you go.
You hear it?
Hope you are too.
You heard Trump. You heard Trump had somebody contacting all the swing states trying to get into their voter registration information, and they told it was Republican clerks that told them we can't do that. That'd be against the law. We cannot do that. So yeah, he was trying. I think it was 11 states.
You know, he ought to know better than that. You know,
he's nervous. He's nervous because of the blue wave that's coming in 2026, and he knows. Let's face the music. If the Democrats win, like I think they're gonna, and Barbara, she can in the chat can say little blue wave or big blue wave. But if it's big as I think it is, and they got like a 40 seat advantage in the House, if they can draw about even in the Senate, maybe give Republicans one advantage in the Senate. Trump ain't going to get nothing done. You understand that, don't
you? Yeah, just like he was the first time he was president.
And he's going to be a lame duck. That's when they'll start talking about lame duck.
Yeah,
because he won't be able to do anything, and they're going to try to impeach him every week. You know that too. So there ain't nothing going to get done by anybody if they take the House.
Right. And you know what? If what he's doing, you know, he's got about a year and a half to go before. If all the stuff that he's doing, hey, Robert Kemp, good to see you. Thank you for coming. You know, if what he's doing, if it shows what he's doing and it shows the general public and stuff like that, he will do well. But if he doesn't do well with everything he's doing, it's not going to be good for the Republicans.
He's lost a bunch of them of the real MAGA because he's not giving anything back on this Epstein file. So I think that's real. I think that's probably a 30% loss, a third, and they're really mad. They're burning hats and MAGA shirts.
I did see a video of them burning MAGA hats. Hey, Beto, good to see you. Yeah, that is. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. So. I don't count him out. I don't count the Republicans out. You know, I just, you know, the Democrats have really still trying to show the colors of you know, different things that people don't like. So we'll see.
You see what Barbara said?
Stacker, do I?
You see what Barbara said? Where do we start? I'm telling you, it's everything. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. So, oh my.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. And we're going to get off that here pretty soon there, Barbara. I got some pretty good information tonight that I want to share with everybody. And it happened. I just accidentally went across this because I was doing some research here in the last few days and ran across this, and it was signed into law. It's called the Genius Act. Have anybody heard the Genius Act?
I heard it. I haven't really looked into what's all in it.
Well, it's the Genius Act is promoting what they call stablecoin.
Oh yeah.
Stablecoin is going to be a coin that is associated with the dollar.
CBDC.
So
it's the start of the CBDC.
Yes, it is. And so, and I don't know. Hello, Water Possibilities. Thank you for coming. I'm not really into that because I like having my privacy. If I want to buy something, I don't need the government knowing what I'm buying. And here again, if you're pro Second Amendment, you go to buy a handgun or a rifle or shotgun under this CBDC, they can actually stop you from buying that because you're going through these banks and such and the government and say, oh, no, we're not letting you do that, or ammunition. So that's what's kind of got me kind of worried about why would the Genius Act be good? And so
it'll start out innocent, and then it'll be that, and when it becomes a CBDC, I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think I said it right. Then, once it becomes that way, there won't be any need for these other cryptos.
Right, exactly.
So they'll replace I think what they're going to do, when they have this set up, they're going to replace all the cryptos. They're going to say you can't use a dollar or change anymore. They're probably going to say you can't have gold bullion or silver bullion. And then guess what? You've got one way for paying for everything, basically. And then they can track you. Everything you buy, everything you sell, they'll be able to track it.
I agree with you. So, so the only way that you're going to be able to not be tracked is either you do, if we have to turn our cash in for stable coin, then the only way you can do anything is buy gold and silver or have some kind of bartering system that people will accept what you do and do, because that's what they used to do years ago. I'll give you one chicken for whatever, or
a secondary system.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
and that'll be the only way that you're not going to be able to be tracked if you're not buying. So
they could declare emergency and say you can no longer own gold bullion or silver bullion individually. You can never. You can't do it. You have to be a business or something.
Yeah. See, Dean, stablecoin is nothing but a CBDC backed by fiat or something else. This is very correct, Dean, and I think I've been watching really close. I think what United States has been buying gold and not telling anybody, and I think what they're going to do is they're going to, now that they got the stable coin bill through, and it has been signed into law for Donald Trump signed it in, I think what they're going to do is they're going to have gold-backed treasuries. And so they can start selling the treasury. So somebody's got to buy our debt, because there's no way that we can actually 37 trillion or 36 to whatever the hell it is. I can't even keep up with it anymore.
It's right at 37 trillion.
37 trillion. And so we can't pay it back. And the interest per year on 36 or 37 trillion dollars is $1.2 trillion a year.
Unless they change the interest rate. And if you change the interest rate, then that increases or decreases.
Yeah, that's very true. It all depends on interest rates. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to get. I don't have my camera on. Doggone it. Let me get
Oh
my.
well, if he can get rid of the guys in there now, then he puts his puppet in and tells the puppet 1%. They may just lower it right to 1% in no time flat, and then you're going to have inflation.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So who do Mark says? Who do we owe, Rocky? I don't understand, Mark. I agree with Barb. Nobody will buy our debt. That is, I agree with you, Sterling and Barbara. I do not think that our debt is, and that's why they're going to try and do a gold-backed treasuries, and that's they're they're going to do because our treasury bills are nothing back. They're just out there in the wind, and so that's why they are not doing very well.
Well,
And the
another angle is just get them the other countries to keep from selling it. Selling their treasuries. If you could get them to quit selling the treasuries, we
right,
won't bleed so bad.
yep, because what they're doing right now is dumping the treasuries. So I think Trump is trying to do the gold back treasuries, and that will that will hasten a lot of people selling. And so on that aspect of it, with the CBD coin, now each one of the stable coins is worth $1 as of right now. So if you have $1 bill, which one greenback, that is one stable coin. Now that way they're saying that the stable coin is for trading for international. It's not going to be doing away with our dollar bill. Now,
For now.
for now, but it's a step in because if you think about it, we are already in a crypto type with our debit cards. I mean, how many people in the chat pay with cash anymore?
Me,
I pay in
me,
cash as much as I can.
me. I pay just about everything with cash.
Yeah. And I like paying in cash. And so that way it is not tracked or it can't be tracked. There you go. 8-inch destroyer does. And Barbara, do you pay in cash where you're at when you go buy stuff? Steve Lapointe uses cash.
She
See
bought that
that?
car. She bought that car using cash. You kidding me? I want to know what
Oh.
name of her yacht's name. But I want to know.
so so what I'm thinking is this is the first step, the stable coin, to get us onto a CBDC. And you were already, like I said, we're already kind of on a CBDC because we use our
Well,
credit cards or we use our debit cards,
yeah, it's
and we
digital.
go in and it's so easy. Boom! I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
pay with this.
yeah. It's digital. We're using a digital system now.
Yes, we're already in a digital system. So people say, well, unless you pay cash everything, and which I try and pay cash for everything, uh, which is good. In God we trust. Everyone these pays. And there you go, water. That's a good thing.
Well, let me ask you this: if we go to a complete CBDC system, will you have to have a smartphone to be able to do anything?
Well, I was thinking, and this is what I was reading about this new stable coin. Now, I heard some people saying that you'll have to have a stable coin to go grocery shopping, and you have to buy with stable coin. You won't be able to use cash. So that was my first indication what the stable coin is going to be. It's going to be like a debit card or that. Now, I still go to the grocery store and I pay in cash. And so that's true, Beto. A lot of stores will not take $100 bills anymore. So I get a pocket full of 20s. I like hundreds, but most people don't like them. And
I
when you
thought you
go
like
to
I thought you liked $2 bills.
you know what? I do love $2 bills, But I'm running out of my $2 bills that I give out. So now I'm the only $2 bills I've got left are ones that I'm sending to people. So I got to order in, and so I can get more. So see federal parks, no cash accepted, credit card. See Steve, there's places like that. I agree that they're trying to make us only do credit cards, and that way it's like CBDs. You're being tracked, and and I don't like being tracked. But if I'm going to go buy ammo, or if I'm going to go buy a firearm, I'm going to use cash.
But they still.
Master Blaster has a $3 Clinton bill. You know what? And I tell you what, that's very valuable because they didn't make very many of those.
Well, right, okay. If you use your credit card right now to buy guns or ammo, some of those are being reported. I understand he was going to make credit card companies report that.
Yeah, they already doing that. They did that when Biden was pushing all that crap. And Dean wanted to know: are you aware of? No, I'm not. What? Give you some more information on that, Dean. Palantir. I am not. What is that? I'm not familiar with that. Yes, stocks going up on. Barbara, what is it? Oh, surveillance, big time. Okay, so no, because I have quit buying stocks, Dean. I have stepped back and watching what I do. There is some stocks I want to buy, but I've stepped back and not buy any stocks here lately. And there is a couple of companies, a gold mining company and a copper mining company I want to buy. And I tell you what, I have been looking at copper mines, and Trump came out with that 50% tariff on copper. And so that gives the copper miners here in the United States a chance, and they'll make them blossom. And I have all the information, but their stock was $1.67 that I bought. And I thought, if I buy a few $100s of that stock, if it goes up like it should, it will be. And I can put it on my community page on what stock it is and the name of it, and y'all can look at it if you want it.
Well, he's going to open silver mines too, and that'll instantly make silver go up because of the high cost of mining. And if you mine inside the country, you're gonna have to pay more for your silver than, say, if you bought it from another country that had silver. So silver is going to do the same thing copper did, I think.
Right. It's silver is going to. Now, I've been watching silver like today. It's not doing really much. Let's look at it. It's up 2 cents. Let me refresh and let me see what it's at right now. Yeah, silver's up 2 cents, 2 cents right now, and gold's up $1.20 on the COMEX. But I think, hey, Jack, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Jack, I just saw your name. I forgot to call you. I'll call you tonight, brother. I'm sorry. Oh, God.
Silver is not going to drop very much.
No.
I mean, a pullback in silver for now and probably for the next couple of years is going to be 36. I really don't think it's going to get. I'm pretty sure it's not going to get lower than 35.
What, copper?
No, silver.
Oh, silver. I was going to say, do you think copper's going to get 36? I'm like, holy hell.
No. Oh, well, later when we had this EV crap come back again, when AOC wins, yeah, I think copper will get to 15 or 16 a pound. Yeah.
Hey, I have to say something. This picture of AOC on this thing here, she's kind of hot looking. You're really getting my mind going when I look at that picture.
Oh no, she has a nice figure. There's no doubt about it.
Yes, she does.
It's when she talks that it makes you. It makes you.
Jerry. Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Glad you come in, Truthful Troll. Thank you for coming in. Reboot, thank you for coming in. Yeah, I really think silver is going to this week. I think by the end of this week, you're going to see it start going back up again. The central banks are, I would not say central banks, it's the bullion banks here in the United States. They're losing control of businesses are closing left and right. Subway right. Yep. Yep. You're right there, Triple Tro. Uh, the
Yeah, well, here we call it ups because we're from Southern Indiana. We're Hicks. It's UPS. We call it ups. Everybody else from our area says ups. What's that? UPS. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Here over here in Louisville, they tried to get them. They offered them money to quit.
to quit UPS.
Yes, buyouts. And I've never ever heard them ever do that before here.
Wow. Tom Larson's in the house. Carrie Taryn. Let's see here. B. Taylor just come in. Thank you for coming, B. Taylor. I'm doing well. Thank you for coming. And yeah, just I did not hear that they were trying to get people to quit so they don't have to lay them off. Is that what you're saying?
I guess because of the union, their union.
Right.
You have to work around the union and do it. And so if they lay a bunch off, I think that there's going to be problems, work stoppages and stuff like that, because they're going to say they violated the agreement with the union.
Right.
So they're in a rock and a hard place too. And I mean, Kentucky, the economy's more Kentucky than Indiana. I'm right across the river from Louisville. And Louisville has been shelled by Trump. I guarantee you, if Trump came to Louisville, the mayor would not be there to see him. The governor would not come to see him. I mean, he's hurt Kentucky bad, and that would be they are the.
They're a Republican state.
Yeah, but Louisville is highly blue, and they lose the liquor. Their liquor they make, that's all been hit. Louisville Slugger, UPS. Just about everything that matters here, it's really been hurt.
You're talking about they got hurt by the tariffs?
Yeah.
Because between Canada and the United States?
Oh, yeah, because Canada got more Louisville liquor than probably
right. They like the good old American whiskey. That's for sure.
Yeah, we're the king. Louisville's the king of bourbon now. They have Bourbon Row, they call it, where you can go taste different bourbons, and they make it. And there's a lot of breweries that make their own beer here, so they got nailed. And so that's why he's not popular at all in this area anymore. He's just not. So,
well, that's sad, because I like a good bourbon every now and then, and it's just like I do like my Royal Crown. I like my Canadian whiskey, and I'm really into the Royal Crowns. Like they got Apple Crown and.
They got one place here that you can like make your own flavor of it. You go in.
Is that right? Ooh.
Yeah. Yep.
Shotgun Susie came in. Thank you for coming in. Hit that like and love button for me. I need all the help I can get, guys. Y'all, but yeah, that's for sure. The tariffs have hurt a lot of different businesses, and which is sad with that Trump has done some of this stuff. But Clear Lake, thanks for coming. U.S. has many drivers making over 100,000 a year. Had to close, friend. 25 years drive. Okay. Yeah, hey, C4, thank you for coming. Yeah, the tariffs are trying to level the playing field, because the United States have been taking it in the wazoo from other countries because of them buying our products and stuff like that, and we get tariff. So I think it's going to be, hey, Wendy, thank you. Thanks for coming in. I think he's trying to level it out, and that's what I want to see, if he levels it out and things start going good because of what's going on. I know him and Jerome Powell are at each other's throat, and he's going to have a hard time dealing with that because of the simple fact there's some things that they have done that I think he's going to get him out. But the problem of it is Trump has to pick a
Puppet.
puppet. Yeah, exactly. And
Well, he's got one. He's got one.
pick for him. He can't
Yeah.
just pick whoever he wants.
Well, he's got one lined up. I don't, and he's got control of the House and the Senate, so they'll go through.
I surely hope they do because, you think about it, the actual Fed, when they bought the United States Fed in 1913, we have been their slaves since 1913. What's basically been going on? We are slaves to them. They have dictated all the wars and everything like that for their own pockets to line it up. So it's time to make sure that we are in control of our own life. I'm not telling you to do this, but me personally, I just gave an order for silver. I bought silver eagles, and I know they're expensive, but if you can buy, a few of them, 2 or 3 or 4 or however many you can buy, keep buying silver eagles, and the silver is going to skyrocket. And we saw a little lull in it, and I think we're going to see it because the bullion banks here in the United States are losing control of suppressing the price, and that's what you're seeing.
Well, when Trump quits buying silver from other countries and opens up the mines here, and we just get our silver from the United States, silver should go between 60 and 70 an ounce. 60, 70.
Yep, I agree with you. It could even go up a little higher, maybe. But that and what to fight the CBDC as far as this cryptocurrency, I am not in favor of that. And so, have a good night, Sterling. It was great seeing you. Sterling, are you going? Have a blessed. Hey, Sterling, you have a great evening. Thank you for coming. Be sure and hit that like button for me and give me
the blues concert wore him out. He went to some blues festival or concert, and that wore him out.
Oh Lord. Well, anyway, the ultimate. Hey, the ultimate. How you doing? Thank you. Hit that like button, and thank you for coming. So let's talk about gold for a minute. And I've been watching the gold market, for like silver, the crypto, and the LBNA, and the orders demanding their silver is to the point that the COMEX is not going to be able to handle it. And the COMEX is on the verge, if they have another week like they had like here on demand of wanting their silver, we could see it break apart. And that's why I say keep buying silver and gold for that part, because what happens if they default where they can't do their because after they do a contract and people want their silver, they have 3 days to get that silver out to them. So if they don't, to me that is a default, and so they're trying to keep from default. They are so close on defaulting that it's unbelievable. They have bought a lot of silver and taken a lot of silver out of the COMEX, and they're right like on the verge. And what they're discovering is, in the COMEX and the LBNA, they are selling paper silver, and people are demanding the silver, and what they're not used to doing. So they're actually selling more contracts on silver than what they have silver for. So it's starting to, the cracks are coming and showing. So
it just all you need is one billionaire.
Yep.
To buy about $1 billion in silver.
There was a guy that I was reading on one of my feeds. He bought $2 billion worth of silver, and they went in and cleaned out every place in the U.S. And the only one that could fill him up to fill up his order was the LBNA in England. And so that is why I keep saying they're really close not being able to fulfill their contracts. And so what is happening is they're buying the silver and demanding contracts, actual silver, because they know what's going on. Because if this LB, this CBC, this what you call stable coin or CBDC is coming in, people are trying to protect themselves against all this crap. Protect themselves. They want actual liability of gold and silver, and gold is getting to be harder to get. The LBNA in England is still 2 weeks, 8 weeks out of the returning their contract. So it is it's really bad. Steve, okay, they are having an issue with all the market. So what we need to watch is we need to, even though, hey, 79's in the house, thank you. Rich people don't buy silver. Well, I tell you what,
there goes the ratings.
Hi, Rocky Blaster Steve. 79, they are buying it because China's buying it, Russia's buying it, India's buying it. Do you know India, in the last 4 years, India's bought 900 million ounces of silver? Hey, Gold Maple, thank you.
If I had a net worth of $5 billion, this is what I'd do. I'd put $1 billion in silver and $1 billion in nickel, and I'd just build sheds or barns to keep it in. That's what I'd do.
Well, I like copper, and to looking at what's happening in copper, and the industry is really need more copper, and China is now buying as much copper as they can get their hands on, and they're trying to, what you would say, corner the market. And now think about that, corner the market on copper. Now that has got to be, I mean, you're talking billions of dollars of trying to corner the market on copper. At five, I think number one copper's paying like $5.25 right now per pound. So you think about that, that's going to take a lot of copper to corner the market. So yes, yeah, B. Taylor, yeah, copper, yeah, look at copper stocks and stuff like that. That's why I said there's a company that I'm looking at in Nevada. That is a company is really cheap as a copper miner, and now that Trump has put a 50% tariffs on any copper coming into the United States, that means all the copper mines and anything to do with copper is going to skyrocket. You watch, mark my words. So it's right there for the pickings. It's industry metal. Yes, it is 79. And you know what? Copper pipes. You remember copper pipes where you could smoke a good bong with copper? Yes, I tell you what, copper pipes, and you put copper and brass together, oh, it made the best bongs you ever had.
Copper is $5.58 a pound right now.
It's gone up since yeah. Okay, see, that's what I'm saying.
Steel, your steels was your best copper usually when people had steels made moonshine.
Yes,
yes. A lot of copper.
Talking about moonshine, I had tried to buy me a still. I want to start making whiskey. And, I want to make my own whiskey. And a copper steel is expensive. Oh my God. I couldn't believe it. It was like $3,000 for the still I wanted. And it's gone outrageous. Yeah, Barbara, you should taste my whiskey it's really good. I make a good whiskey. Good old Rocky whiskey. I mean, I'm very much, I am what they call Irish, and we make good whiskey. I can tell you that. Eagle Steve, how you doing, brother? Thank you for coming in. Hit that like and love button for me. I need all the help I can get today. We're talking about CBDCs, the new stable coin, and I'm not for stable coin, but I'm still going to use cash when I pay for stuff, or $2 bills as if I have them. But go down to the bank and see if you can buy or strap of $2 bills. Yeah,
Well,
I
go
need
in
it.
and go in and pay a cashier at 16, 17 years old $2 bill, and they'll look at you. They'll go,
They will.
counterfeit.
They,
They
you
think
wouldn't
it's counterfeit.
believe. I went over to the coffee shop for a coffee, and I got me a mocha, chocolate mocha, and a coffee cake, and I paid in $2 bills. And that girl was looking at two
Hmm.
dollar bills. What the hell? She was
Yeah.
like surprised, you know.
Well, they don't have a place for those in their cash register, so
No, they don't.
they have to put it underneath or something because they don't have a spot for that. They have ones, fives, tens, 20s,
Yeah,
maybe 50s.
exactly. But I still like paying with $2 bills, you know, and stuff like that. So if you go into a here at a bar, I got my special bar I go into, and I'll pay with $2 bills and tip them in $2 bills, and they really like that. Believe it or not, they really like it. I'm going to keep these, you know. So
That's what they say when I pay with Ike dollars. I haven't seen one of them in years. I collect
you know what?
those.
I have not seen one of those in years. Is right, not Ike dollars.
Yeah, I pay the pizza guy sometimes. I tip him with $1 Ikes, and they're going, "Wow, I collect those."
Yeah, because Ike dollars are a Susan B. I haven't seen a Susan B in forever. You know.
Oh, I got about 7 or 8 of them right here now. I'm deciding what to do with them. Uh, they didn't make a whole lot of them.
Yeah, exactly.
When they make them 79 through 82 or 81 or something?
Yeah, something like that. I think it was 82. Yes, Barbara, I have to go in and order them. They're getting harder and harder to get. I put in an order last December because I like sending my grandkids gifts in $2 bills, and I'll send them a bunch of. You split them up, and everybody send them $2 bills, and they know it's me, you know, and it really makes me feel good. But it's getting harder and harder to get them, you know. So
And
so
you know,
I
those Susan B. Anthony's, they would put them in those quarter machines.
Yes, they would. Yeah, you
So,
get paid a
so
dollar
that was a
for.
good time. That was a good time to have a bunch of those vending machines because
Yeah, you ain't lying. That's for sure. Yeah, that is for sure. So, what do you have you seen what the Mint's coming out with here lately?
let me guess, whatever it is, they're going to want $200 for it.
Oh, the Sacagawea half ounce golden dollar. Have you seen that coming out from the Mint? And it's coming out this month. Have you seen that?
No, you know, I don't really use. I got a bunch of those too. I don't collect them. I just have a bunch of them. I will just spend them like $1 to somebody. I'll probably tip them the pizza guy next time. I'll probably use some of those and tip him.
Well, you know, any 2000p uh, the golden dollars, make sure that it's not the one with the wounded eagle on the back. Do you know that those are high? Those things are spendy if you get one. It's a die crack, and it's going through the bottom of the eagle, and it looks like it's been speared or an arrow. And they call it the wounded. They call it the wounded arrow, wounded bird or something like that. Wounded arrow, and on the those, and it's only on the 2000p. So if you have a 2000p, look on the back of it and see if it has that die break.
Hmm.
Those things sell for huge money. I think they're like $100 or something like that if you find one. Now, if it's really
That's a
good,
heck of a tip there.
oh heck yeah! But most people, not many people know about that die breaks, you know. So I really watch for. And you used to around here. Hey Chuck, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Hit that like and love button for me.
But I tell you what,
79.
you get
Hit
one
that.
of those. You get one of those to the pizza guy. The next time he'll forget a car delivery. He'll run the pizza to me.
Exactly, exactly. Yep, exactly. I was just gonna say 79. Be sure and let be sure and give me a really good break because we're gonna do a 79 show here pretty soon. It's all on gold, so 79 is the gold. Now, hey, Lucky Star, good seeing you. Thanks for coming in.
And she should come up that show and show us all of her gold she has. That's what she should do.
You know what? I would love to have 79 up as a guest. Would you like to be a guest up here, 79? Let's see if she. About time you did a good show. Oh, Lord. Well, 79, I would love to have you up. We can chat. I've never heard your voice except on that one video you did, and that was pretty good. I liked that video. And then you took it down. I was sad.
Yeah, well, with AOC up here, this ought to get the most watches of any of your lives, I think.
Yeah, I want that picture you used to have for a avatar. 79 used to have a really nice picture of her as an avatar. Shut up, Nickel. Oh, Lord. What do I have to do to get you up here on my show, 79? I want to be the only one on YouTube that's had 79 up on her show.
That's what they'll say about AOC. I ask, are you going to vote for her? And they'll say, no. But I sure like her running.
Oh, Lord.
At least she's not a 80-year-old guy on life support.
79, are you married, 79? I'll make you an offer. 79 wants an offer, so I'll give her an offer. Are you married, 79? She's not answering. Mark B, there you go. Chuck, me too, Rocky. Maybe if we beg and say, please. Yeah, there you go. Eagle Steve, Rocky, you don't have the much money. Too many questions.
Well, her going rate, I heard her going rate was 1 ounce American Eagle, gold American Eagle. That was her going rate's what I heard.
Because what I was going to do is if 79 gets up on my show and comes up here, I'm going to propose to her. But I think maybe she may with too many questions, she's not going to accept. So I don't want to be put down. Yeah, that's right, Steve. My ex already cleaned me out pretty good. That's right. That is for sure.
Yeah, I think she's going to want that. She's going to contact and say, I want that Rocky Superstar man cave sign behind you. I think that she's going to work with that next.
You see what Blast? She's only 12. Blaster saying. Oh, Blaster. I seen a picture of her, and she took it down. I was really disappointed because that was a nice looking avatar, but she took it down. So then she went from a T to a 79. So I'm still waiting. So I'll continue waiting. I'm gonna have to wait till she branches out. So I have a really nice field that needs to be planted, 79. If that's any interest to you. Yes, planted. I said we need to plant. Oh. Do you have a nice? I'll even buy you a golden pair of scissors. So
I offered her if she would come on my show. I said I would unblock her and give her a pen that has 79 on it, and she wouldn't do it. I'm too cheap to give gold. I can't do that.
Yeah. Well, gold plated scissors are not too expensive. So, and I wouldn't want to give a gold pair of scissors. They wouldn't be worth a flip. So, you know what? Let's see how many I got in the stream tonight. And let's see here. There's 27 watching. So you know what that means? We're going to pick a number. 27 AC4. I think we ought to go 1 through 35. What do you think about that? I'm going to
Okay.
pick out some new $2 bills.
Ooh. Okay. Let me get my pen.
Here's some new $2 bills. These are getting really rare, but let's see here. Make sure these are consecutive. Yep. These are 2 consecutive $2 bills. And this is what's going out this week for the winter. So, y'all have already got the numbers going. I didn't even say go yet. 44 thumbs up. Wow, that's really good. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So I hope I helped everybody on this gold, Genesis, because I tell you what, it kind of surprised me that Trump went to CBDC. So, all
Well,
right.
I think he was duped into it, and if he really knew about that stuff, which I don't think he does, I don't think he would be so much for it. But
Well, I'm not going to say anything. I know some scuttlebutt. All right, now I'm going to hit go here. Let's re-pick your same number so I know I can't keep up with all of it. It's popping in and out. True Patrol wants 17 and a half. So, all right, now let's go. Now let's get that numbers 1 through. There you go. Thank you there, 79. Let's pick a number 1 through 35.
without going over.
Without going over. There we go. 1 through 35 from go to stop. Everybody pick their number. Let me make sure nobody's picked the same number. It looks pretty good. Mark's got 26. Steve LaPointe. Now, Steve LaPointe's got 24. Hey, Zardoff, can you pick a different number? Steve LaPointe's got 24. Where's 79 now? What is she doing? Zardoff, pick 2 numbers. Yeah, he's got 8 and 24. So there you go. You're 8 now, Zardoff. Okay, that's good. Thank you. All right, that's good. I just may start asking my bank for. Yeah, good luck if you can get them. They are hard to get. All right. She got 12. Master Blaster got 12 or 79. And so Steve LaPointe's got 13.
You got any uncut sheets of twos?
I do. You know what?
Can you still get them? If you can, you
Yes,
still?
you can get them. They're a sheet of $2 bills is like $104 or something from the mint.
Okay.
I'll let you know. Yeah, let me know. All right, let's hit the stop button here now. All right, so reboot got 2. Okay, hang on. Reboot's got 2. We're getting close. I'm gonna win. Okay, that's great. 79. 79. Yeah, there you go. 79. At least it ain't 69 because Barbara generally picks 69.
She cheats more than the Democrats do in an election.
Oh, God. All right, let's go down here. And I think we're all good. So Beto's got stop. All right. All right, let's see what the number is. Let's see what we got. What'd you pick?
35.
35.
AOC's age, and she will be.
Oh, AOC's age. Let's go up and see who hit 35. So they can't hardly go over. Barbara's got 69. She's pretty close. Let's see here.
So let's see. How old will AOC be when she gets elected? It's basically
She'll be like in her walking cane.
39. I think she'll be 39 when she gets in. So that's still younger than Kennedy, right? Kennedy was 40.
Yep. All right, let's see who's the closest now. Come on now. Let's see who got the closest. 24.
Yeah, Eagle Steve had 30.
Silver Shelby at 31. I'm thinking nobody got any closer than 31. So I'm thinking Silver Shelby is a winner. So there we go. There you go, Silver Shelby. Send me an email, sir. We'll get that sent to you. Right on. All right. I just sent a bunch of them out too, and so I hear a few people have gotten them now. So that's good. So Silver Shelby, do you know my email? Let me give you my email.
I was going to give out AOC's bra size, but you didn't give me enough numbers. we would have had at least they had been gone 1 to 44. All right.
She is a good-looking gal, I will say that. But her, I got to have some intellectual something to go with that look. So me and her would not make it. So yeah, Shelby won. So there you go, Shelby. All right.
Her intentions are probably right. I mean, she just doesn't figure things right, but her intentions are probably overall honest.
Oh God. I'm sitting here. Barbara was wanting to know the number, and it was 35B. 79 says 35B. I think she's a little bigger than 35.
Beto's saying double D's. I think maybe bigger than that, Beto. I don't know though.
She looks like she's at least at least a D cup. I don't know about double D, but she's got to be.
I think she might have Dolly Parton beat. I'll tell you that.
I don't know, but she is a good looking gal. But you know what? I gotta like 79. I gotta have some brains behind that lady.
But Rocky, she can make any drink you wanted, bro. Any drink you wanted, she knows it.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I can't disagree with that. But I just put on your beer goggles. Yeah, Master Blaster. That's for sure. That's for sure. Beto says triple D's. I don't think so. I think maybe they're just a D cup. Shall we send her an email and find out? Hey, 79, what do you think? A D cup or double D?
Yeah, 79 probably would know.
79, tell me, what do you think? Is a D cup? We'll see what her opinion is.
I'll tell you this: if you ask her that question, you better say you're voting for her. That's all I know. You never get a response.
She says too big, whatever they are. Okay. All I can say is she's a nice looking lady. That's all I'll say. But if she don't have no brains, I'll say that. I do like having a lady that's got some brains.
Well, she's not blonde.
No, she's not. She's not blonde. That's for sure. That's for sure. I just and what's really funny is to think that how I'm trying to figure out if she got elected. How did she get elected? Did she have free drinks or something like that? So if you vote for me, you get a free drink.
I think that she had a bunch of backers, and they told her what to say, and she only gets in trouble when she says something on her own. If she'll say whatever her handlers tell her to say, she actually could win. I'm serious, because the young people like her, and she'll pick Bernie to be her VP. And Bernie is pretty popular amongst the young people too, and the young people are a huge segment in the voting now. If they will register and vote, if they can get them to register, she has a chance of winning. I mean, seriously, people, she has a chance of winning it.
I they better bring Biden back. You know, I think he'd have a better chance. I think she has already just done too much. You know.
But she's younger. We don't. The people this time are going to go for, I think, a lot younger person when they vote this next time, because we've had some doozies that have been 80 or older, and I think they're tired of the 80-year-old life support, dementia. They're tired of all this, so I think they're going to go young. I think America's looking for a JFK again.
You know what? JFK was a good president. You know.
He would be a Republican today.
Yes, he would.
There's no way he would stay with the party on a lot of their standards and what their policy is. There's no way he could go for that. He definitely would have been. He would have switched parties. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I want to say one thing before we hang up tonight, and I would like to say that keep stacking. It's gonna. Barbara says she disagreed, but anyway.
What you disagree with?
I'm not sure. She's
the Kennedy would be a Democrat. Oh, trust me. You go back to him. I mean, in a lot of regards, he had. That's why he got along pretty much with both parties. You know, I mean, yeah, back then the conservative people were so conservative they saw him as a runaway liberal from the northeast, but compared to today's standards, oh my Lord, he's more conservative than a lot of people that are Republican.
Yeah, he was, and that's why he got, because he was going to stop the Vietnam War.
Yeah, that's probably why he got killed.
Yep, that's exactly. And so, you know, I just
he didn't like the Fed. He didn't like the Fed either.
Nope, he didn't.
So there was a lot of things, you know, that he didn't like that the warmongers wanted, and he was going to pull out of Vietnam. He looked it over and said, "Man, this is not winnable. We're just going to get a bunch of kids killed," and he was going to pull out. And you know, the first person Kennedy checked with for decisions, he went to Ike. He called Ike up and asked his opinion on a lot of issues. They got the phone call. If you look up YouTube, you can look up the JFK phone calls because they're recorded, and he talked to Eisenhower a lot.
Is that right? You know, Eisenhower was a good president, you know.
Well, you know, if I would have lived in the 50s, which would have been an unbelievable good time to be an American.
Yes, it would be.
We got all of our highways pretty much done. Everything, infrastructure was at our highest. We ruled the world. Our dollar was the strongest. We also produced everything. So real estate took off in the 50s. I mean, you could do anything you wanted, and you didn't have to have a college education, and you could make yourself a millionaire if you applied yourself. You had so many opportunities in the 50s. I probably would rule Ike as the best president ever if I would have lived in the 50s. But I got politically aware. It was Reagan, and so I think Reagan is the best. But I will say Eisenhower, he's definitely in the top 5.
That's what I think. Reagan was the best president. I agree with you 100%.
And he handled the media a lot different. Watch Trump. Trump combats the media, insults them. Reagan turned the table on them and just out clever. He was just more clever than they were, and he made them look like fools.
Yeah.
And shut them up that way. You know, he did it pleasantly, whereas Trump has got to take them on, argue with them, insult them. It's just a different way to handle the media.
See, to me, that's a waste of time for him to do that. You know. It's just, why even bother, you know? Leave him hanging, you know? He's got a press corps of people that do that stuff. So,
or answer the question without answering it.
Yeah,
like, exactly. Give them an answer they don't like and make them even madder.
Yep, exactly. Well, you know what? It's 6 o'clock. It's time to go, and we're going to have a good chat next week and watch what silver does this week. I predict silver is going to go up,
42.
and up.
42 by the end of the week.
It could be. It very could be. I think you're going to see it because there is a shortage of silver and they're not telling you. So thank you very much. And Robert Camp and everybody that's here, thank you so much for coming. And
so it's next week going to be gold?
Gold? Well, I'm going to talk a little bit. I'm going to watch the Comex, and I'm going to watch the silver markets next week. And I got some more stuff that I want to talk about that I couldn't get on tonight. So, but we will talk about it next week. And everybody, 79, thank you. Amy Store, Mark B, Barbara Carbone, Beto, everyone that's here, Carrie, thank you so much for coming.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised Barbara didn't comment more on my videos this week. I put some doozies up, but she didn't. She didn't comment much. A few, a little bit.
All right. Well, I'm going to get going, and everybody, y'all have a good night, and we'll talk to you. Thank you for coming.
See y'all.
See
y'all next week if I'm alive.